are we?
I don't know where we are, but I get to drive, and we are driving a pretty badass car. We have the S4, what year is it?
It's a 2010.
So it's a 2010, 6-cylinder. We we got a supercharger up front, on top. So we have a supercharger on top, makes some nice power, where we should be able to hear some of the whine of the supercharger once we open it up. But yeah, this car has a couple of goodies that weren't normally from the factory, right?
That's right. So this car is equipped with a Unitronic Stage 2 Plus upgrade. So it has the Supercharger Upgrade and as well as the tuning flash done by our good friend Mike Stacy of BD Tuning.
So this car is a little bit different than what normal S4s are, as far as the suspension goes. I will tell you, I'm not a big fan, but this may actually prove me wrong. What I'm talking about is the airbag suspension system that this has. I'm a little against it, not gonna lie. I'm a little against it first. I feel the S4 is more of a performance car. If you want to do it on a wagon, that's where I think airbags should go. Or
maybe a regular A4.
Or maybe in regular A4, yeah. But I am on this, and we're doing some pretty twisty turns here, and it's feeling great. I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna be bumpy, or I thought it was gonna be extremely soft, but man, the steering wheel feels really, really good. What suspension does Carson have on this?
It's Airlift Performance with V2 management.
So
yes,
we have a little module, little controller, controls the ride height. It's V2 management system, and he has the compressor and the compressor and I guess the whatever it's called. I don't know anything about bags. The compressor and the motor. I guess it's the motor. It's underneath it's basically in the floorboard. There's going to be the back and forth debate of bags versus static. You know, what's better? Really, who cares? It's up to the owner's choice. You know,
yeah.
It's like if they want to bag their car, then by all means bag it. All right. So this vehicle has the Audi 6-cylinder motor. It's a 3-liter Audi 6-cylinder. It's a pretty stout motor. It has supercharger. It's got nice whine to it. So 333 from the factory. Now with the Stage 2 Plus upgrade that Carson had BD Tuning install, it's looking at 450. So pretty big jump just with the tune and of course the pulley upgrade. One thing
I never understood about this car, and I guess how Audi badges their cars, is the 3.0T.
Yeah,
it's a little confusing. I always thought this car was turbocharged because of the whole 2.0T, 1.8T, you know, all those numbers and the letter T for obviously turbocharger. But the fact that this has a supercharger kind of threw me off.
Carson's car actually it's a 2010, but it's a prestige model, so it's fully loaded. It's got all the options. He picked it up a couple years ago, and he's been doing aesthetic mods. The vehicle, like we said, is on air ride, and he actually won a set of wheels from Bowden House. So he was able to pick whatever he wanted, cast. So he picked the Rotiform INTDs, I believe is what they're called. So 20x10s, and it's running a minor stretch, nothing too crazy. It is more show than go, but most people
still has
plenty of go.
Yeah, I think the Stage 2 really helps out. So he also has a Stage 3 clutch.
No, it's a Stage
2 clutch.
Stage 2 Southbend with also with a lightweight flywheel.
Yeah, I've driven many manuals before, and this one actually feels really good. I thought the Stage 2, he was warning me. He's like, hey, it's gonna feel a little weird, but it actually feels really nice. It grabs on initially very gentle, but then it also has a good bite to it. I thought it was gonna be, just sort of an on and off switch, but it does have some everyday drivability to it. So definitely a great upgrade if you're looking into that. Not sure how it would have felt stock, so unfortunately we can't compare it to that, but definitely is a a great feeling clutch, I'll tell you that. Oh! Yeah, it definitely has some bite to it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, that's the
Instant power of a supercharger.
instant power of the supercharger, and that's the noise not just the supercharger will make, but also the driver. It's definitely a wee sound.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, we just hit a there.
That was pretty fast.
I mean, yeah.
We just hit a speed.
We just, I know. I said I wasn't a fan of the air ride in a car like this, but the reason to do it seems logical. Is this a track car? No. Is it a daily driven car? Yes. It makes sense to have the versatility of airbags on roads that aren't in the best conditions and still wanting to be low. We forgot to mention that the S4 has a USP motorsport intake, which added to the music coming from under the hood. I was surprised at how nimble the big S4 felt and how it really got the power down to the ground, even with the wet roads. My hat's off to Carson for definitely improving on the already great S4 platform. We'd like to send out a special thanks to Mike over at BD Tuning. Go check them out at bdtuning.com.